Hello and welcome to the MegaMonsterCast, where today we are talking about episode 10 of Neon Genesis Evangelion. I am Nick, with me are Alex and Josh.
Hello.
Hello there.
So this is an interesting episode. This is Alex, for context, you know how I've told you before that there are certain episodes where when this gets translated into one form or another, episodes are just cut because they're considered like
Filler?
kind of. This is one of those.
How about
Which,
that?
I mean, like, it's not bad, but you can tell, like, this one doesn't move the plot along quite as long. It's more to build up, like,
This was for
Asuka.
character development.
It's kind of obvious. Which, again, that's not a bad thing, like, especially considering Asuka's still pretty new in the show. We kind of need, like, a little more time to have her interact with Shinji, have her interact with Rei, kind of have her just be a person. This also gives us, if I'm not mistaken, another episode where we don't have to deal with Gendo. So we get another episode where it's Nerve without Gendo, which is always a positive.
Or do you mean Nerve?
Jesus, again, I feel so bad for you. That's got to be so annoying sounding every episode.
Oh,
Nerve.
Nerve? No.
Like, and I get that's probably, like, technically that's closer to how it would be pronounced the way it's spelled, but, like, go fuck yourself. Like, everyone knows it's Nerve, just go fuck yourself. I get that you had to, like, do a new dub, so you had control over that one, but, like, come on.
I don't see why that was necessary.
Again, it's entirely so this is their dub. They own that dub. So they have control over that dub, which gives them, like, quasi-control over the show. So, like, the only way you can watch the original dub is if you own, like, releases prior to the Netflix release. Yep. So yeah, this episode starts with
A
Asuka.
very uncomfortable adult.
Yeah, that's, again, relationships between the teenage cast and the adult cast in this show are always problematic. There's never a healthy relationship between a teenager and an adult in this show.
Yeah, because they're always doing something with something.
I would make the argument that Kaji is at least not, like, outright, compared to, like Gendo is clearly grooming Rei. I think Kaji is just letting Asuka groom herself. Which is such a weird phrase to say, but I mean, like, he's leading her along, but he's not doing anything nefarious, relatively speaking.
Everything he does is nefarious.
Well, okay, that's fair. You have to remember, this show operates on scales of gray. He's not Gendo.
Yeah, he
Yeah, but
only
he's
has
not-
eyes for Masato.
That's straight up not true either, but yeah. He would fuck Ritsuko in a heartbeat. He would
Yeah.
100%.
He's not being the adult in the room, and he's leading a child on.
Oh yeah. But he's not actively grooming her like Gendo is actively grooming Rei.
Yeah.
Again, no one in this situation is a good person. There are, again, there's like maybe two good people.
The guy with the guitar.
Why are we watching this?
because it's real fucking influential.
Yeah, it's a really
Fuck.
good anime.
It's real
Just
fucking
wait.
influential.
I'm still waiting.
I mean, you're
You
getting
know,
closer.
that day you showed up when we were all watching that quiz, you left the exact moment that a spoiler for this show popped up.
Oh, dude, it was like seconds after you left. It was crazy.
Wow.
Like a major spoiler. Like, oh fuck, that is really lucky that you left when you did.
The spoiler that we're excited for you to watch.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm so psyched for that one, but it's a ways off. Yeah. So anyway, this episode then cuts to not even arguably, easily the most morally righteous character in this show thus far.
Pen.
Pen
Pin
Pen
pin.
having a bath. Pen Pen is who you have to latch onto for any sort of moral. Like, he is the most moral character we have at the moment.
Can I just say, like, I've rewound this scene like probably 100 times watching this episode. Him just shaking, and I don't know why.
It's because Pen Pen's the best character in this show
Like,
right now.
it's just so uncomfortably long of him just shaking all the water off that I had to
It's
keep
not even that
watching it.
smooth of a scene. It's so low frame rate. I'm like, why is this here?
Because we needed someone to latch onto as our moral compass.
And then he freezes for a half second, and then it moves on.
Yeah, I just kept rewinding it. I loved it.
Yeah.
Fucking hell yeah, Pen.
So we have a couple of key points that so Misato and Asuka are fighting about how they don't get to go on a trip. And Shinji's kind of like, yeah, I mean, I expected we weren't going to be allowed to go on this trip. We're on standby at all times for when the earth-ending monsters show up.
Do you think they
Yeah,
get
like, are you
paid for this?
surprised by this? Like, it's just Shinji being very clear-minded.
Yeah, and I love that Asuka in that moment's like, why don't you be a man and like get her to let us go on this field trip? And he's like, well, I feel like I have to be the most morally responsible outside of Pen Pen right now. If we leave, the Earth might die.
If we leave, they will come.
Don't think for a second if we go on this fucking trip that the angels aren't going to show up and burn a hole through the earth or some bullshit. They're going to set fire to the atmosphere if we leave.
Do you want that on your conscience?
Yeah, a little bit.
Asuka would say, yeah. I feel like Asuka would 100% be like, come on, it's not going to happen that one time. We'll only be gone for 2 weeks. It'll be fine.
When's the last time we had an angel attack? Yesterday. It's literally yesterday.
Well, then I guess we're free for now.
Well, they don't show up 2 days in a row. They have before. Well, you can go fuck yourself, Shinji. Yeah. Again, we also get one of their favorite ways of saving money, and we just get a shot of 2 shopping bags for like a good few seconds before Pen Pen walks behind them.
Yeah, there was a scene a little while ago that was mostly refrigerator.
Yep. Yep. Pen
Hey,
Pen walks through. It just
they're just
becomes the
showing
bags again.
showing like how well the kids have cleaned up her apartment.
Hmm. Well, they also see like a close up on a beer with the 2 kids behind it,
Blow up here.
which so that's actually something that I'm going to bring up this element of this show because we're going to see this more framing characters in like very specific intentional ways with objects. So at this point, because Asuka and Shinji are on 2 opposite sides of this argument, sort of like 2 opposite viewpoints on this, they are literally separated in the shot with the beer between them.
Yeah.
That's actually something that I joke around about like, oh, it's crazy. It's very intentionally done to show that they are of two separate minds at the moment by physically having them separated in the shot. And we'll get other things like that going forward where characters will be separated or characters will be intentionally placed together in shots, even if they're not physically together or even if they're not physically separated, in order to show where they're at mentally. Just something kind of fun that I like to. I felt like I needed to acknowledge. Like it's a weird shot until you dig a little deeper and realize what it's trying to accomplish.
Yeah,
That
it's
being said,
very artistic. Yeah.
That
the
being said,
shopping bag is 100% them just wasting time.
I was going to say after that, we get Alex's favorite character of the show, air guitar guy.
Which one?
The air guitar guy.
We also get just still shots of the classmates zooming off with the fucking plane. Shinji, I'm gonna enjoy life more than you for the next few days. Bye. Air guitar guy is one of my favorite characters in the show. I don't know his name, but he's a great character.
I have physically walked around corners and seen Alex doing this at work, so
I believe that.
I do it still.
If you want him to be your surrogate for the show, you could pick a worse character.
I know I could. I'm not sure I want a surrogate.
Honestly, he's probably top 5 characters you could associate yourself with in this show. He's just a normal dude trying to make a living.
I'm not toxic. I'm autistic. Okay.
Yep. Again, that's what that dude.
I'm both.
willing to put money on. He is just a socially awkward dude who needs to make money.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. No. I know for a fact I've like turned around and been like, yeah, I'm air guitaring. Fuck you.
Yep.
Well,
yeah.
Okay. We get that scene, and then we immediately go to the pool. Why is she just acting like a dead body going across?
What, are you talking about Ray?
Yes.
Because that's who Ray is.
She's like, I'm albino. I can't swim. Just act dead.
Are we just gonna blame any?
Repulsion.
We're gonna just everything that's weird about her now is not like related to like anything other than her being albino. Is that what we're just gonna do?
Yes. We're
Remember,
sorry.
I like Pete Light and the Venture Brothers. That's my out. Respect the albinos in animation, even if they are weird girls that are being groomed by a man named Gendo.
God, can we stop, please?
No, that's just what's happening. We have to accept that so we're prepared to prevent it when we see it in real life.
Because I already take Title IX training.
Yeah.
And if we're talking about the albino community, shout out to Nathan Hurd. He's my favorite.
It's a good pick, actually, though. Anyway, so
I don't think I've ever made Nick laugh that hard before.
It was a good one. I appreciated it. So yeah. Anyway,
fantastic.
Then we get a scene where Asuka goes up to Shinji like, "Hey, like, I'm swimming. I'm enjoying the pool. Look at my swimsuit. Isn't it awesome?" Bend forward. Shinji's eyes immediately go to where a fucking 14-year-old boys are going to. And he just starts blushing like nothing else.
I have no idea who I'm shipping at this point, man.
I wouldn't ship any of the teenagers. They're all awful.
No, it's terrible. It's all terrible.
You know what? No, I'm going to say this right now. I'm going to go on record with this one. You can quote me on this one. There is one ship. No,
I don't
I
like
was
it.
gonna say there is one ship.
there's like one ship that's actually super healthy in a really weird way that I ship these two, and like it's kind of sweet. It's
Pretty
not
sure I'm pretty
good.
sure the community ships him.
Oh, dude, that's actually a very popular ship, yes, and I would make the argument it's probably the healthiest ship.
You know, I hate it when y'all talk past me.
Like you'll get
You'll
there and
understand.
you'll agree it's the healthiest ship possible. I mean, like it's
Don't like
that
being
and
talked
then
past.
it's that and then like I guess the next healthiest ship is Pen Pen and the Beer. That's a pretty good ship too.
God, I do love seeing Pin Pin get drunk.
It's the it's the only way he can handle being around these fucks.
Pin Pin would be wild at parties. That's all I'm saying.
Pen Pen would be super popular at parties. Like, can you imagine you show up to a party and there's a fucking penguin just getting drunk? Like people would just be all over that shit. They'd be taking pictures with him and stuff. Like he'd be the most popular person at any college house party.
Oh, I would steal him in a heartbeat.
And
Oh, this I'm taking this.
if Pen Pen was living with these people, he 100% would just let you. It wouldn't even be stealing. He'd be like, I'll just go home with anyone. Please get me away from these fucks.
Pin Pin, I'll give you a better life. A
So,
simpler life.
thermal expansion.
How do they work?
um, so yeah, that's this is another reason why waifu culture is a cancer.
Yep.
I literally had to explain what a waifu was to one of my friend's wives the other day.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty fucking like this is. It might not be ground zero, but it's pretty fucking close if it isn't. Like this show pushed waifu culture, which considering the waifus in this are mostly 14-year-old girls.
Yep.
Yeah. And then we have Shinji staring at Rei as she's bent over in the background because he can't choose which weird girl he wants. Does he want the fiery weird girl whose boobs he was staring at, or does he want the standoffish weird girl whose ass he was staring at?
I think the community knows.
Yep.
Because we're not fucking choosing.
Again, I've already said what the best ship is. I'm right.
Yes.
So anyway,
But clearly, he just needs to ship both.
thruple. All right, sure, why not?
Thruple it up.
So anyway,
As a former thruple myself.
mhm.
That's
All
all
right.
I got.
Yep, sure. So we get our revelation on what our next angel is. It's in a volcano, and it is not fully mature yet. It's still in an embryonic state of some point, of some sort. But so their goal is they're
Yeah.
going to
You just have to
go.
reach up in there and whirl it.
All right. Well, so our angel, it's in a volcano. It's still in an embryo. So they're gonna try to go in and kill it before it becomes a problem. Give it a volcanic abortion, if you would.
Right.
There might be a case on this sometime in the future. If it's morally right or not.
Yeah. No, we have to wait until this angel is birthed before we're allowed to kill it.
Oh wow, we're digging ourselves a hole here with this whole volcano rice thing, right?
We've said worse.
Yeah, we have.
So anyway,
Especially Alex. Now people have to go back and watch our backlog to see what you've said that's worse.
Yep.
Oh,
So-
just gotta let it go.
So they're planning on sending. They're planning on sending in the Avas, and specifically they're gonna send in Unit 2 in a weird dummy diving suit, for lack of a better term, which pisses Asuka off because she wants it to look cool, so she can look cool for Kaji.
Yeah, but instead they introduce a whole new fetish. Inflatelism or whatever it's called.
What?
Yeah, where people just get just enlarge.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. It's weird. That's why I'm also fattening myself up.
Is that why?
Are you gonna get a feeder? Is that it?
Oh yeah.
All right. I mean, good for you. So yeah. I also love that Asuka specifically agrees to like go do this because she thinks Kaji's gonna show up, and Kaji just bails. He's like, "No, I'm not fucking showing up to this shit."
I don't want this.
He convinces her to do it because, oh, I wanted to see you in action. She gets ready. She's like, "Is Kaji here?" No, he's not gonna show up. What did you think? He was serious?
He's busy with Misato.
Yes. I mean, not yet, but we'll
Yeah.
get there.
It's not like they're gonna be in an elevator or anything soon.
Yeah. But yeah. So they launch Asuka into the volcano, and they're dropping her in, and eventually she gets to the angel, and the angel becomes an actual angel boy. It's not just a fetus anymore. It's been birthed, so we can kill it.
Oh, finally we can legally do something.
Yep. Now it's
Can't
appropriate murder.
it? It's rock. You're in rock.
Liquid rock.
Yeah. Super warm rock.
It's not opaque. Or I mean, it is opaque. It's not translucent.
You're just being cute now.
No, this is just really hot water. This is just a geyser.
No,
This is
it's
just,
not.
it's just a geyser that they're inside of. It's a red
Alex,
geyser.
Could have gone into a geyser.
If they would have been skinny when they did this, yes, your idea of this rock
It's rock.
would probably be correct. But now that they're fat, it's liquid rock.
What?
God, it's like you don't even pay attention to this show.
Okay.
It's
Also-
a womb.
Also, the knife falls in because she's gonna try to knife this thing. That thing holds up really well when it gets dropped into a fucking volcano.
She can never hold on to this fucking knife.
Yep. No, that's really is her greatest difficulty in these early episodes.
Yeah, Butterfingers.
Yep. So
Really
that
not showing a lot of her skill and tenacity.
I mean,
Or
it's showing her
maybe
tenacity,
the
it's not her skill.
hydraulic system's not really great in that hand. We don't know.
Oh,
Maybe it was just the robot's fault.
Yeah.
right.
So anyway, she uses thermal expansion and instead cuts the coolant hose and shoves it inside of the angel to make it cool and easy to kill. But that also maybe kills Asuka. End credits. Not really.
The world will never know.
Yeah, so she's down to like one cable that's coming apart, and the D-type armor, the volcano armor is crumpling. She detaches, and then lo and behold, what happens? Shinji reaches down and grabs her in Ava Unit 1, despite the fact that they are still inside of the volcano, and this should immediately melt it.
Yeah, but
the power of friendship.
Yep,
the power of love.
He's decided which one he was more excited about at the time, and it was the girl that was touching her own boobs in front of him.
That's what I said. The power of love.
Yep. So anyway, the episode ends with Pen getting mailed back to them. And he gets to hang out in the baths. And
I really do mail Pen.
yep. Then Shinji is relaxing in the baths. The
Oh,
girls.
he's relaxed.
Well, he's relaxed at first, and then he hears the girls talking. He has to throw over, was it shampoo or soap?
It was shampoo in the
Yep.
Netflix one. I know
Okay.
for sure because
Yep.
I watched it on Netflix
Oh, okay.
to see what Alex went through.
So I think it was shampoo. The
God, isn't it
original dub
annoying?
too.
It's really annoying.
So anyway, he throws over the bottle, and apparently it bounces. And apparently,
And Pen gets a mouthful.
yeah. First, apparently, Asuka gets a bottle to the Nethers, which turns on Shinji. So I guess he's awakened a new fetish. Then Pen gets a real eyeball.
Oh, yeah, yours is way better than what I said.
Well, I mean, there's some other stuff there. It sounds like they're a little too physical on the other side of that wall for him to handle.
It's the fact that Shinji says the words, at least in Netflix, "Oh no, I've expanded. How
Yep.
embarrassing."
Yep.
Yeah, odd.
Yep. So then we get actually arguably the only reason this episode exists. This is the only plot point that's relevant in this episode, in my
The
opinion.
back shot?
No. Well, yes. No. The shot where you can see Misato's scar.
Yeah.
And you find out that, if I'm remembering right, she gives the vaguely where she got the scar, and that Asuka has a shady past of some sort that she hasn't talked about.
Mhm.
Which the scar was something that happened during the second impact. And something happened during the second impact. She got that scar, and that's part of her reasoning behind trying to prevent the third impact, whatever happened. And Asuka has some sort of past that Misato is aware of, that the rest of that Shinji at least is not aware of.
Right.
So, it's time to play. Alex, what do you think this means? What do you think the impacts are, out of curiosity?
Yeah. I feel like they want me to think it's when the angels appear, but impact doesn't seem like the right word for something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well,
I'm not sure if it's like, I don't know, a meteor or something like that.
well, they've also
I
specifically
feel like the word impact is important in that.
said they're preventing the third impact. But they don't want the third impact to happen.
Yeah, and I don't really have a good idea of how fighting the angels even does that.
Mhm.
I'm not sure.
That's fair. If you had to hazard a guess, what do you think Asuka's shady past is that they're trying, that Misato is aware of, that Shinji is not?
I mean, she's a child. There's very little that she could have done in her life other than like gone on a rampage in the Ava or something and killed a bunch of people or someone important to the plot.
Huh?
No, it's cannibalism.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's when the cannibalism started.
Yep. No, she ate a human
I don't
being.
listen to that anymore.
What?
Uh,
No, they're good again.
Yep.
Not really
They're good.
interested anymore.
No, man. Ed's where it's at.
Anyway, so yeah, with that one, tune in next time for, I need to look up the name of this episode specifically, both of the names of
The
this episode.
Magma Diver.
Well, no, so not that episode. We've talked about that episode. All right, I'm talking about next
Oh.
episode. So tune in next time where we watch episode 11, which is either In the Still Darkness or The Day Tokyo 3 Stood Still.
Which
So
is
we
a
get a
way
reference.
better title.
It's also a reference, which is kind of nice.
Which it's both in the Netflix version.
That's, I mean, yeah. So yeah, anyway, tune in next time. Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.